everybody, and welcome to our living room, this amazing set of learning the drag for this Saturday's edition. We are raising money for Stomp Out Bullying, everybody. Bullying is not a good thing. Even online, even behind your computer screen, even in school. People don't like to be bullied, but you can be whoever you want to be. Do not let nobody tell you any different. Because we all are different, and that's okay, right? Yes. So we have an amazing show planned for you today. We have a music lesson, a cooking lesson, and a story time. Everybody's story time. Yes, right after the show at 2 o'clock, you can catch me at the Celine Rec Center where I am hosting story time. I better see you there. It is free. Today, please donate. Please donate. We are splitting the tips directly with Out Loud Bullying. So please, please, please. Also, do something kind for somebody today. Smile like your mom. Smile like anybody in the room. Whoever is in the room. Just say hi. There we go. I even have a great mood. It's so great outside. It's hot outside. But it is going to be a great Saturday morning. So without further ado, welcome to the stage. The 1, the 2, the 3, and the 4. Miss Inebriated.
Go on, leave me breathless. Come on. The daylight's fading slowly. The time with you is standing still. I'm waiting for you only. This last touch and I feel it. I cannot lie from you. I cannot hide. I'm losing will to try. Can't hide it, can't fight it. So go on. Come on, leave me breathless. Tease me till I can't deny this love and feeling. Make me long for your kiss. Go on, yeah. Come on, yeah. And if there's no tomorrow, I know we have this here and now. I'm happy just to have you. You're all the love I need somehow. It's like a dream, although I'm not asleep. I never want to wake up. Don't lose it, don't leave it. So go on. Come on, leave me breathless. Tease me till I can't deny this love and feeling. Make me long for your kiss. Go on, yeah. Come on. To try, can't hide it, can't find it. So go. Come on, leave me breathless. Tease me till I can't deny this love and feeling. Make me long for your kiss. Go on. Come on, leave me breathless. Come on, leave me breathless. Go on. Come on.
Make some noise for Miss Inebriated. Thank you, and the song ended. Oh, I'm so excited to show you guys my watermelon that I got from the store today. This is so good. Do you like watermelon? Because I do. Are you ready to sing with me? I am so ready to sing with you. So let me move over here. We're going to go to the piano land of Jaden Black down there. We're going to sing from my favorite musical. If you don't know this musical, you should. Okay? Let me fix this. There we go. There we go. Guys, keep on donating, guys. If our parents, if you can. Here we go. So I'm going to start from. Hold on, I need to unlock my home screen. There we go. Everybody say, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. Well, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. Mary makes your art so light. Mary makes your art so light. When the day is gray and ordinary. When the day is gray and ordinary. So let's go right from the beginning. Why, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. Mary makes your heart so light. When the day is gray and ordinary, Mary makes the sun shine bright. Mary makes the sun shine bright. Again, Mary makes the sun shine bright. Oh, say, oh happiness, oh happiness, oh happiness is blooming all around her. Oh, happiness is blooming all around her. The daffodils are smiling at the dove. The daffodils are smiling at the dove. Here we go. The daffodils are smiling at the dove. Say, when Mary holds your hand. When Mary holds your hand. We're going to go right from the beginning again. Why, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. Come on. Mary makes your heart so light. When the day is gray and ordinary, Mary makes the sun shine bright. Oh, happiness is blooming all around her. The daffodils are smiling at the dove. When Mary holds your hand, now it's new. You feel so grand. You feel so grand. Your art starts beating. Your art starts. You know, this is British speaking. The art. It's all about the vowels. All about elongating your vowels. Your art starts beating like a big brass band. Your art starts beating like a big brass band. What's a brass band? That's like a trumpet, a trombone. What's another brass instrument? A euphonium, a tuba? Yes. Your art starts beating like a big brass band. Oh, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. No wonder that it's Mary that we love. No wonder that it's Mary that we love. So we're going to go right from the beginning. Here we go. Slow it down. Very slow. Then we're going to go back again at speed. Here we go. Why, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. Come on, guys. Mary makes my heart so light. When the day is gray and ordinary, Mary makes the sun shine bright. Oh, happiness is blooming all around her. The daffodils are smiling at the dawn. When Mary holds your hand, it feels so grand. Your heart starts beating like a big brass band. Oh, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. No wonder that it's Mary that we love. We're going to go back again. Now sing it. Here we go. I'm going to give the intro, and you guys are coming in at the chorus, okay? And all it takes is a spark, then something as plain as a park. becomes a wonderland. All you have to do is look on then you understand. Get ready, here it's your turn. Why, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. Mary makes your heart so light. When the day is gray and ordinary, Mary makes the sunshine bright. Oh, happiness is blooming all around her. The daffodils are smiling at the dawn. When Mary holds your hand, it feels so good. Your heart starts beating like a big brass band. Oh, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. No wonder that it's Mary that we love. Let's do it one more time together. This is our last time. So sit up. Say woo! This is our singing voice up here. Here we go. Well, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. Come on. Mary makes your heart so light. When the day is gray and ordinary, Mary makes the sunshine bright. Oh, happiness is blooming all around her. The daffodils are smiling at the dawn. When Mary holds your hand, you feel so glad. Your heart starts beating like a big brass band. Oh, it's a jolly holiday with Mary. Come on. No wonder why it's Mary that we love. Okay, let's do our morning song. 1, 2. Good morning. How are you? How are you? It's so good to see you, We'll sing it, be happy, we're all here together again. We're going up, we're gonna go a little faster, here we go. Good morning, how are you? Can't hear you, how are you? It's so good to see you, We'll sing it, be happy, we're all here together again. Yes, it's been so wonderful singing with you this morning. We're going to go right into our dance. So get on up. If you know it, do it with me. You know this song. Do what I do. Get on up and move and shake out all the negativity of the week because you are you, and that's okay. Here we go. You're up in the treetop all day long. Come on. All the little birds on Daybird Street. Look to little Robin Hood Tweet. Get into it. Shake it off. Get into it. Here we go. Every little problem, every chickadee, every little bird in the tall tree. The wise are loud, the big black crow, up for their wings, sing and go. Here we go. Shake all those problems off. Okay. Right now, I want you to stand like you are with an attitude. Say, ugh. No, we can do better than that. Oh, we're still doing this. Go, ugh. There we go. So we're going to just brush up all our palette. Give it attitude. Ugh. There we go. Just brush it off. Here we go. What do I do? Circle. Go, woo. No, woo. Just let all the sadness go. We're here today. Come on. Come on, guys. Here we go. Shake that. Big circles. Run in place. Come on. Yes, you can do it. I see you. Come on, Jacob. You're up in the treetop all day long. Come on, guys. You got it. Shake it up. We're going to go right into our next song. So we're raising money for this nonprofit that is against bullying. So please keep on tipping. It's Out Loud. Stop Out Loud Bullying. Because you know what? We are okay being all different. We all are our own human being. And it's okay to make mistakes. And it is okay to be you. And it's okay to forgive. Because we are human. So that's why I love doing this song. Because it is all about having a new attitude and loving anyone for who they are as a human being. Come on, guys. Side to side. And you see fingers. Wait. Go in a circle. Jam out. Point. Shake. You got it. I see you. Good job. Back. Side to side. Now box step. Here we go. Right, left, right, left. Right, left, right, left. Step, step, step. Now circle. Now use that finger. Here we go. Right on beat. Put it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give some attitude. There we go. Now I want to see that. Yeah. We'll clap. Come on, keep on clapping. Just feel it. You are yourself in your own space, your safe space. Woo! I worked out my earrings. Here we go. Okay. I'm getting a little tired up here. I just got that new attitude. Just whisked those earrings away. They were hurting my ears. Thank God. Well, let me tell you. I have some recommendations for you kids. Don't try on the heels, even though you want to. They will hurt your feet when you get older. Also, please remember to find 5 people tomorrow and tell them have a great day. Because, we're just here to spread some light and some positivity in the world. And remember, your opinion matters. Your opinion matters, and I love you. Thank you so much for your support in this morning. Keep on donating parents if you can. But we have some more drag performances. So make some noise for my partner, the person that puts this all together with me and makes all of this happen. Because it wouldn't happen without him. Make some noise to the one, the only, Austin Black, everybody.
I want to talk to you. The last time we talked, Mr. Smith, you reduced me to tears. I promise you won't happen again.
Do I attract you? Do I repulse you with my crazy smile? Am I too dirty? Am I too flirty? Do I like what you like? I've been home so I could be low to this. I'm a little bit shy. Why don't you like me? Why don't you like me without making me try? I try to be like Chris Kelly. No one looks what you say. So I try, little friend. I'm going into demand. I can be down, I can be blue, I can be violent. Gotta be free, gotta be mean, gotta be everything wrong. Why don't you like me? Why don't you like me? Why don't you walk out the door? How can I help it? How can I help it? How can I help it? I should think. You're my baby, putting my life on my brain. Why don't you like me? Why don't you like me? Why don't you like yourself? Should I have over? Should I have over? Just to be put on your shelf. I try to be like Chris Kelly. No one looks me too sad. So I try to say, I'm going into demand. Gotta be green, gotta be mean, gotta be everything wrong. Why don't you like me? Why don't you like me? So walk out the door. Say what you want, just say by yourself. Hey! You are everybody else should walk. Brown, I could be blue, I could be fire in the sky, I could be hot, I could be free, gotta be mean, gotta be everything wrong. Why don't you love me, why don't you love me? Watch out, down, I could be blue, I could be fire in the sky, gotta be mean, gotta be everything wrong. Why don't you love me, why don't you love me?
Yes, everybody give it up for Austin Black. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a great start to your weekend. I suggested that song, and I loved that. That was fun. I hope you're all doing well. We are raising money for Stomp Out Bullying this morning, and that song I felt also kind of just fit on theme of trying to fit in. Maybe this is me just looking into the song. As a kid, I really related to it, trying to fit into boxes and trying to be everything that everyone wanted to be, and then finding out that it's better, life is better when you don't fit into those boxes, and it's a lot more fun. So with that being said, someone who is really good at not fitting into boxes, please welcome Ani into her cooking lesson. Ooh. Which is not actually cooking, but kind of is. Depends on how you want to define cooking.
Oh, yeah, here comes my cart. Oh my gosh, everybody, here we go. All right, so today I'm going to show you all the steps that it takes to make something like strawberry shortcake, but without the shortcake due to the fact that we didn't have enough time today to cook the shortcake off. So
mornings are hard.
Yeah, mornings are hard. So I'm going to show you real quick what I like to use for my quote unquote shortcake. So shortcake is beautiful. Shortcake essentially is a kind of, it's like a cake, but it's crunchy. That's really the important thing about a shortcake, is that it's crunchy. So instead of a shortcake, you could also use a good buttermilk biscuit. You could use a really nice buttery toasted bread for this. One of my favorite things to get from the store shelf, if I'm not looking to make my own thing from scratch, is a crescent roll. This is one of my favorite brands. It's Annie's. Another good one is Immaculate Baking Company. They don't add a lot of chemicals to their stuff, and that's important to me. But Annie's is good too. We didn't bake these off today because we just did not have time. But you can use these, but instead of doing the crescent shape with them, you want to kind of reverse that and make it a flower, which I can show you in a minute. But the other part of our thing is strawberries, everybody. We've got some nice summertime strawberries. You probably have seen this familiar box of Driscoll's strawberries that you can find at just about any market. When it comes to a strawberry, what you want to look for is this. So here we've got a nice heart-shaped strawberry that is nice and deeply red with a healthy green on the top. It's important to look for that. If you see your strawberry has a bunch of smushy greens on here, that means your strawberry is probably too old. I'm going to show you, however, in the same box, we find something we don't want to see in our strawberries, and that is something like this. It's got the right shape. The green is good, but see how pale that is in comparison? Here, I'll hold them up together so you can see the color difference. This one is so much more ripe. That means it's going to be sweeter. It's going to have more flavor. That's what we want, flavor. This one's going to be sour, not sweet enough. It's not quite there, but you're usually going to find a pack of strawberries with a combination of the two. And wow, I just realized how good these look on my outfit. Whoa, yeah, dance, little strawberries, dance. So I've prepared some strawberries over here, and I'm going to show you how to do that in just a moment. But the other thing you want to look for with the strawberry is that it doesn't have any rot spots on it. Mind you, a couple of little soft spots on a strawberry is fine. That's okay if it's just right on the surface and it's not brown, it's not smushy necessarily. Like a little bit of softness is okay. But you don't want to go with something that obviously is turning into mush. That means it's not really something you want to eat. Bacteria has gotten to that. You don't want that. So, aside from strawberries, we also have some lemon. This one I've already rolled and sliced in half because we've covered lemons many times on this show. We also have a nice big tub of sugar, which you don't need all this sugar, but you're going to need a little bit for this. We've also got some whipping cream, which I'm going to show you how to whip cream here in just a second. And then for our last ingredient, this is something special that I think just makes a strawberry shortcake so unique. It's something that I really, really encourage you to try to use, and that is basil. We've covered basil here before, but I'm going to show you how to really treat this special in a second. So, what you're going to want to do first is, of course, bake off your shortcake, which we did not do today. But once that's all good and going and in the oven, what you're going to do is cut your strawberries. So I'm going to come back to the camera here and I'm going to show you. I would usually use a paring knife for this, so please do not copy what I'm doing. But what you want to do essentially is you want to get underneath that green with the tip of a small knife. This is what you'd want to do at home, a small knife. And just cut that green out like that, which leaves you with the whole strawberry. If you see on the bottom of this, we've cut only just a teeny amount of the strawberry off. We want that. We want as much strawberry as possible. Oh, well, there you go. Look, a paring knife. Let's show you the right way. Thank you. That was Mr. Austin Black, everybody, being like, we have a paring knife. So yeah, you basically want to just dig that out and just twist the strawberry in your hand while holding the knife firmly. If you do it like that, your fingers should never touch the knife. And again, there you go. Look, a little hollowed out strawberry. That's exactly what we want. The next step for that is to take a... You can actually use the paring knife for this, but I'm going to use a bigger knife myself because that's what I prefer. And we basically want to just cut that into slices that look like this. See? Nice and thin. Not too thin, though. They're a little slippery, though, so I'm dropping them all over the place.
Don't eat those ones.
Yeah, no, we're not going to eat those ones. If they fall on the floor, don't eat them. Don't eat them if they fall on the floor. But that being said, the next step is to take a little bit of your sugar and pour that onto your strawberries. Usually, for example, in a bowl like this. This is just a regular cereal bowl that I filled with strawberries. I used about half a tablespoon of sugar, and just a teeny tiny little pinch of salt. And then I dressed them with a little bit of that lemon that we had earlier. These have been sitting for a minute because you do want these to sit for about 20 to 30 minutes. And if you let that sit after tossing them around, see how shiny they got? Basically what happens with the sugar and the salt and the lemon juice is they encourage the juices to come out of the strawberries, which gives them a better flavor. They don't taste quite so raw. They don't taste quite as sour if they are underripe. And if they are already sweet, they taste even sweeter, which is what we want for this. If you let these sit for, 2 or 3 hours, it's going to turn into a syrup. And that's really what we're looking for. But again, we did not have time for that today. So we're going to use these ones. Next up, we've got our whipped cream. And I'm going to show you how to make that from scratch, everybody. So here we've got Horizon Organic whipping cream. Heavy whipping cream is what we want. The closer this is to room temperature, the better this is going to whip. And this is about halfway there right now. So I just put a little bit of this in my bowl. And I'm going to just take my fingers here and sprinkle a little bit of sugar in this.
Did you wash your hands, honey?
I washed my hands before I did all the food, and that's important because if you don't, You could get all your housemates sick. Oh my gosh. We don't want that. But now that we've got that, we're going to start whisking this. And this is one of my favorite activities in a kitchen, everybody. So, when you are whisking things, a lot of people try to go in a circle. You don't want to go in a circle. This is defeating the purpose of the whisk. It's all about back and forth, slowly, side to side. And if you see here, if I get close enough, can we get close enough? Oh, maybe you can see it. I don't know. Basically, what we're doing here is we are incorporating air into this mixture. The sugar and the cream are going to combine with the air that I'm whisking in to create a fluff. And that fluff is something that we've talked about before. It's called an emulsification. It's where things that don't really want to be friends are forced to be friends through the activities of your hand, essentially.
That's like a team project at school.
It kind of is, yeah. It's a team project. In this case, it's the whisk, the cream, and the sugar. They're not supposed to be friends, but we're going to make them friends. And even in my hand and in the bowl in front of me, I see a lot of bubbles, and this is getting bigger already. And that's what we want to see. We want to see this cream extremely getting bigger. That air is going to puff up, basically. The way that this works is that cream is heavy in both fat and protein. Fat and protein don't like to mix together because they both don't really care for water much. But by doing this, we are forcing them to combine, and it creates a network of little strands of protein and fat that just get bigger and bigger over time. I'm going to switch hands real quick while I talk more about what you can do with whipped cream. If I were doing this myself and I had hours and hours to prepare for this, I would have added vanilla to this. I could have added some orange extract. Actually, that is not the right hand. I am left-handed. We're going to keep going with my tired hand so that we can make sure we whip this in time. So, yes, I would have added some vanilla, maybe some cinnamon, something like that. Oh, this looks so good and it smells so good. Raise your hand in the audience if you love whipped cream. Leave a comment for us if you've got a keyboard in front of you. I can see Austin over here. He's like, I love whipped cream. Oh, by the way, this is the same technique. If you want to make ice cream at home, you have to do this step first. You have to whip your cream. Do you see that? How already rich and silky this is? So there's certain ways to tell when your whipped cream is done. I'm going to show you. This is step number 1. This is called the drop phase, where it's thick enough to pick up on your whisk, but it's not sticking to anything really. It's still dropping off. So we need more air. Oh yeah, there we go. More air incorporated. We like this.
Why do you need more air?
Because the air is what's going to make it stand on its end. What we really want in the end here is going to be something that's called stiff peaks. It just takes a minute. Oh, yeah. My arms are tired. I'm trying to do this in front of the camera. So, if I had the strawberry shortcake part done of this, we would have been able to construct the entire thing. But the most important thing to remember about this recipe is that this is something that you can alter yourself however you like. You don't have to do it with strawberries. You can do it with cherries. You can do it with apples. You can do it with anything. Really, it's just about the whipped cream, the macerated fruit. That was the term that we used to describe what happens when you soak fruit in sugar, acid, and salt. Oh, here we go. We're at our next stage. This is what we're now calling, this is the ribbon phase. It's not droplets anymore. It's now something that is at least holding a solid stream with itself. We don't actually have much more to go with this. This is going pretty quick. This is some good cream, everybody. Ugh. My shoulders and arms are getting tired, so we're going to bring this up to the camera like this. Yeah, there we go. Ribbon, looking good. We're so close to being done with this. Something that can make this go a little bit faster is if you add cream of tartar to this. Just a teeny tiny amount. Cream of tartar is something that is in a lot of cabinets, but not something that you really use very often. Oh, we're so close here. Here, now, if I bring this up, see, it's now sticking to the surface, and it's not dripping. We are almost there. This is almost to what we would call soft peaks. Soft peaks would be if I lifted this and stood up the whisk and the little tips on them flopped over. That's almost what we want, but not quite. Like right here. Oh, look at that. It's dreamy. Oh, it's almost there. We got a couple more seconds and then we're good. So yeah, I would have added vanilla, I would have added cinnamon, I could add some orange to this to make it really special. Oh, here we go. I think this feels like, there we go. Stiff peaks, everybody. They're not flopping over. There you go. Whipped cream in less than 5 minutes. Boom. So, once you've got your macerated strawberries and that they are all nice and silky and syrupy after letting the sugar and the acid and the salt do their job on them, and you've got your shortcake, which again, I did say I was going to show you how to shape this into something shortcakey, so we're going to do that right now. These cans, they're scary when you open them. That's okay. I'm going to do something that you should not do.
Why can't you just make them on the table? Bang it on the table.
Bang it on the
Like
table.
a rhythm stick.
Oh,
Like-
like that.
Oh, no, at the top. It popped out!
All right, so, ooh, this dough's kind of warm, I'm not gonna lie. So, basically, instead of doing a croissant, what you're gonna wanna do is curl this like this, so that it kind of folds into a flower, and then just use your thumbs, and you make a little round hole in it, and when you bake it like this, it'll expand with a little pit in it, and that pit is where you're gonna put your fruit, and then you're gonna top it with your lovely, lovely whipped cream. And then the last step we have is the basil.
It's like a little nest.
It is. It's like a little nest for fruit and cream. So-
Yum.
Here we've got some basils. Basil leaves, I mean.
Where do they grow?
Basil grows out of the ground like most plants. But what's special about this is it's very delicate. So you got to be really careful. Here we've got a basil leaf.
What is basil usually cooked with? And what kind of food?
Well, usually you find basil cooked in things like pastas or things with fresh mozzarella and tomatoes. But here we're going to take a couple of nice big leaves. We're going to get them right off at the stem. Then what you're going to want to do is take them like this and stack them up. When you have basil, now mind you, this is not a big deal for us because it's only just started on these particular leaves, but you don't want to see this dark stuff here. Like, I'm going to actually go ahead and rip that off. But once you have them all stacked up, like so, you're going to then take them in your hands and roll them up like this. If you don't know how to do that, you can ask your parents. They know.
Or you hope they know.
Oh, I'm sure they know. And then you're going to take a nice long sharp knife like this one and just put your point on your cutting board with your rolled up basil.
Watch your fingers.
Watch your fingers, yep. And we're just gonna slice ribbons out of this. Very tiny little ribbons that look like this. They're little like strands of herbs. It's beautiful. And it smells so good. So you mix this in with your fruit before you put everything together. Essentially, there you go. Strawberry shortcake. If we had had the shortcake baked, we would have showed you the whole thing. But that's how you do this. Macerate your fruit, bake off your shortcake, cut your herbs, whip your cream, and boom, there you go. You've got strawberry shortcake, everybody.
That was Miss Inebriated.
Thank you, thank you. And next up, we've got the one, the only host of MC at Every Boy Let's event, Miss Jaden Black.
In every job that must be done, there is an element of fun. You find the fun, and snap, the job's a game. And every task you undertake becomes a piece of cake. A lark, a spring, it's very clear to see that a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, the medicine go down, the medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in a most delightful way. A robin feathering his nest has very little time to rest while gathering his bits of twine and twig. Though quite intent in his pursuit, he has a merry tune to toot. He knows a song will move the job For a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, the medicine go down, the medicine go down. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down in a most delightful way. Oh, it's a jolly holiday with you, Bert. Gentlemen like you are few.
Vanish and breathe, that's me.
Though you're just a diamond in the rough, Bert, underneath your blood is blue.
Common knowledge.
You'd never think of pressing your advantage. Forbearance is the hallmark of your creed.
True.
A lady needn't fear when you are near. Your sweet gentility is crystal clear. Oh, it's a jolly holiday with you, Bert. A jolly, jolly holiday with you. It's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious, if you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious.
Because I was afraid to speak when I was just a lad. My father gave me out a quick, told me I was bad. But then one day I learned the word to say without the nose.
The biggest word you've ever heard, and this is how it goes. Oh,
Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious, if you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious.
He's traveled all around the world and everywhere he went. He used his word at all, but say there goes a clever gent.
When you and what I just pass a time of day with me, I say we spend a while and we live all three of the two.
Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious, if you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious.
Uncle Gutenberg was a bookworm, and he lived on Charing Cross. The memory of his volumes brings a smile. He would read me lots of stories when he wasn't on the source. Now I'd like to share the wisdom of my favorite bibliophile. He said, "Cover is not the book, so open it up and take a look. 'Cause under the covers one discovers that the king may be a crook. Chapter titles are like signs, and if you read between the lines, you'll find your first impression was mistook. For a cover is nice, but a cover is not the book."
Mary Poppins, could you give us an example?
Certainly. Nelly Rubina was made of wood, but what could not be seen was snow. When Trunkups Hop was barren, well, her roots were lush and green. So was spring when Mr. Hickory saw her blossoms blooming there. Peter grew despite a bark, and now there's seedlings everywhere. Which proves that cover is not the book, so open it up and take a look. 'Cause under the covers one discovers that the king may be a crook.
The titles are like signs.
And if you read between the lines, you'll find your first impression was mistook. For a cover is nice, but a cover is not the book.
Shall we do the one about the wealthy widow?
Oh, by all means.
Always loved that one.
Well, go on then.
Lady Hyacinth McCall brought all her treasures to a reef.
Where she only wore a smile.
Lost 2 feathers and a leaf.
So no one tried to rob her, 'cause she barely wore a stick.
When you're in your birthday suit, there ain't much there to show you're rich. Oh, cover is not the book, so open it up and take a look. 'Cause under the covers one discovers that the king may be a crook.
So please listen to what we've said.
And open a book tonight in bed. So one more time before we get the horse strong.
Please take her advice.
You'll pay the price.
Yes, make some noise for myself and company. Thank you so much, Austin Black, for joining me. He didn't even know. That was the impromptu. He didn't even know. Yes, so we're excited. Lots of gigs are coming up. We wanted to keep this going back because, we missed you so much. We love our virtual. You guys have kept through us during all this time of COVID. We love you. Thank you so much for choosing us this Saturday. And to close out our show tonight, we have story time with Austin Black, everybody. Make some noise for him.
This is a long show, but it's nighttime. Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you are all doing amazing. Happy Saturday once again. Today, I just feel is just a perfect day for the theme of today's show, which is we are raising money for Stomp Out Bullying. And bullying is a huge thing. And a lot of people, this is a message to the kids and to the adults that feel alone in this concept. A lot of people say that bullying will stop once you reach a certain age. Unfortunately, that is not true. As you get older, people will continue to not be nice to other people. And it can be very hard. You'll have different points in your life, no matter what your age, that it's very hard. But the important thing is to be true to you and be your true self and live your truth. For my friends that don't know what your truth is yet, you will discover what your truth is. Every day I'm discovering what my truth is. And whatever you feel is true to who you are, live that. Always live that. With that being said, we're going to go into story time. Today we are reading a book we've already read, but I really enjoyed it, and I think it's a good one to look at once again. It is called I'll Walk With You. Words by Carol Lynn Pearson, art by Jane Sanders. If you don't walk as most people do, some people walk away from you. But I won't, I'll walk beside and match your stride. That's how I'll show my love for you. If you don't talk as most people do, some people talk and laugh at you. But I won't, I'll talk with you and giggle too. That's how I'll show my love for you. I always forget, not always because it's our second time reading it, but I forget that this book makes me a little emotional. If you don't look like some people do, some people just look down on you. But I won't, I will see you're made perfectly. That's how I'll show my love for you. If you're not as young as some are young, some people think you're just no fun. But I won't, I'll listen to and learn from you. That's how I'll show my love for you. If you were born far, far away, some people think you should not stay. But I won't, I know you bring such interesting things. That's how I'll show my love for you. If you don't pray as some people pray you'll go away. But I won't, we're all, I see, one family. That's how I'll show my love for you. If you can't buy expensive stuff, some people think you're not good enough. But I won't, I'll look inside where treasures hide. That's how I'll show my love for you. If you don't love as some people do, some people think your love's not true. But I won't, I'll watch you share, I'll see you care. That's how I'll show my love for you. If you don't think as some people do, some people have no use for you. But I will, our thoughts will play and stay all day. That's how I'll show my love for you. I'll walk with you and talk with you. That's how I'll show my love for you. And in the back it says, to the many people who walked with me over the years in sunshine and in storm, for my late husband Howard, who walks with me always. Everyone deserves to be loved and accepted, no matter how they look, where they come from, or what their age and abilities are. I'll walk with you. Words by Carolyn Pearson, art by Jane Sanders. So that's just a reminder that you are loved, you are deserving of love, and if you see someone who is on their own in a hard situation, make sure to check on them, see if they're okay, and yeah, just spread love, spread kindness. We can't fix other people. We can't fight their battles for them, but we can be there for them and listen to them and give them space to feel safe. So I hope you have a great rest of your Saturday. Coming back, we have Jaden Black and Annie Breeded as we do our goodbyes.
Hello, everybody. Hello, and happy Pride Month. Make some noise to Breed and Austin Black. We are here, and we are so happy that you are here with us on Saturday. Remember, we are raising money for Stomp Out Bullying. So please also think about just think about this time with Pride and what Pride has been through and how things have changed through the last 8 years. With everything in our life, in our government, and who we love and who we accept. And, you know, even if there's a family member that don't accept you for who you are, just know this, you know, we can only educate so much, and you can only do as much as you can do, because you are perfect just the way you are. We love you, and have an amazing Saturday and enjoy this beautiful day. I will see you at Drag Queen Story Time at the Celine Rec Center at 2:00. See you there. Oh, I'm going to be late. I better go.
I won't be late. I'm always on time. Goodbye.